Welcome back. This is the time we get micro on the stock markets. And Rima, I have to start with the IT stocks. Do you think the Trump statement is going to have a sentiment positive?
I think so. It's possible. They're considering that Trump was opposed to H-1B visas. He made the rules a lot harder between 2016 to 2020 under his first administration. It's possible that the IT stocks will react positively. At least it's a sentiment positive on the sidelines. But again, you will wait for the final guidelines. But just that statement once again will come up for you, what Trump said, because there's basically a big feud which has erupted online. So on one hand, you've got Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk, and on the other hand, you've got those Trump hardliners, the MAGA supporters. So there has been a big fissure between the two on this H-1B visa, with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy backing it. And yesterday, the development is that for the first time, Trump has spoken out and he has backed H-1B visas. So this is the first time that Trump himself has spoken about H-1B visa and taken a side on it, which is why we're going to, watch for the IT stocks. IT stocks have had a good run this year, 23% up year to date. It's just that in the last few weeks, there has been a correction from the top of about 5%. One, because the market itself fell from the top. And secondly, there was some concern going into the Q3 earnings that it's not going to be as strong, and some companies may report flat or negative growth. So therefore, some of the optimism going towards the end of the year was shaved off the IT stocks. But today, considering this was a pain point under his Trump, one rule, we'll watch for the IT stocks.
No, I would think that the rupee is a big positive
and the
for
rupee is a big positive.
The IT stocks. They have somewhat taken advantage of it. After all, last week, which were the two sectors that did well, IT and pharma. So there's some advantage. Maybe the sentence and the fact there is thin trading could help the bulls push this sector up. So watch out for that. By the way, MAGA, we just assume everyone knows. Today somebody in my family asked me, "Ye MAGA kya hai?" Make America Great Again. That is one bloc which doesn't want immigrants. Okay, let's get to JSW Energy. In the news, Vivek, why?
Good morning. That's right. Very attractively valued deal that JSW Energy has entered into. So JSW Neo, which is the renewable energy arm of the company, has signed a definitive agreement with O2 Power. The company is going to go ahead and acquire close to 4.7 gigawatt of renewable energy. This is from a joint renewable energy platform that is run by Equity Infrastructure and private equity Temasek. This particular transaction is being done at an enterprise value of close to $1.5 billion, which translates to 12,470 crore rupees. What is it that the O2 platform actually has? It has close to 2.3 gigawatt of operational capacity, which will come on stream by June 2025. Another 2.5 gigawatt of renewable energy projects, where actually the PPA as well as the letter of award has already been received. The transaction valued at close to 6.9 times EV per EBITDA. This for the entire 4.7 gigawatt, which compares favorably versus a player like NTPC Green that trades in low double digit. Now, the steady state EBITDA run rate that the company has given as far as this particular capacity is concerned is close to 3750 crore at 4.7 gigawatt. Equity IR is greater than 17%. And this particular platform has assets across solar, wind, as well as hybrid. So an attractive development as far as JSW Energy is concerned. Expect some green on the stock today.
Okay.
In fact, the management of JSW Energy will join in shortly to talk about this acquisition and the outlook for the second half of the year. But it's over to Vinny now for some more stocks in the news.
Good morning. So let me start with some of the names coming in from the auto side. We have Hero MotoCorp that will be in focus today. Now, the company has extended its partnership with Harley-Davidson Motors, and this is for Harley-Davidson X440, which is a new variant, and they will be developing and manufacturing this new motorcycle. So we'll be expecting some bit of green coming in for Hero Motor. Ola Electric, on the other hand, let's expect some red here because we have two resignations that have come in. One is the Chief Marketing Officer of the company, that is Mr. Anshul Khandelwal, as well as Mr. Subonil Chatterjee, who is the Chief Technical and Product Officer of the company. Now, they've tendered their resignation. This is with effect from 27th of December. So we could see some pressure coming in for the stock. Lastly, Deep Industries also is in focus. We're expecting green here. Now, the board has approved a fundraising plan of 350 crores. This is going to be via QIP that we're watching out for in one or more tranches, is what the company has highlighted. So let's watch out for these stocks today.
Okay. Thanks a lot for that, Vinny. Rima, back to you. Why are you looking at Vodafone Idea and Newgen?
So we're watching for Vodafone Idea because the Department of Telecom, DOT, has waived bank guarantees worth 24,800 crore rupees. So this is a big relief for the company. They've said it in an exchange filing that this is a big relief to the industry per se. For Vodafone Idea, 24,800 crore, and this will help the company boost their 4G, 5G capex. This is the spectrum which has been acquired via auction in the earlier auctions from 2012 to 2021, though there is a shortfall for 2015, and the company is just trying to ascertain the value so that they can make that payment. The stock Vodafone Idea is down 53% year to date. Now, Nugent Software is on our radar for two order wins that the company has had. One is a domestic order win for 24 crore rupees, which is for a period of 6 years. And the second one is an international order of about $2 million for a period of 1 year. So order wins could boost Nugent Software today.
Okay, thanks for that. And finally, Vamakshi, you have some stocks that are in the news.
Well, absolutely. Good morning to you. Bikaji Foods is the first one that I'm watching out for. Keep in mind that the board has approved incorporation of a wholly owned subsidiary, namely Bikaji Bakes Private Limited, with an authorized capital of 1 lakh. And this has been done to carry on the business of manufacturing, distributing and operating outlets for a wide range of frozen breads, cakes, gluten-free products, croissants, etc. So given that development, going with the green for Bikaji Foods. Utkarsh Small Finance Bank is the next one that we're watching out for, because the board has approved a proposal for sale of NPA and written off loans to an ARC. The portfolio of unsecured stress MFI loans worth 355 crores will be sold at a reserve price of 52 crores, which brings the recovery rate to somewhere around 15%. And this bodes well for the company because it helps the small finance bank clear up its balance sheet. So going with the green for Utkarsh Small Finance Bank. And lastly, keep an eye out on IOL Chemicals, and that is because the board has approved a stock split of its equity share of face value 10 each into 5 shares of 2 each. So going with the green for this counter as well.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Incidentally, Vamakshi, the Utkarsh Small Finance Bank selling off its MFI portfolio would make it second in the list. IndusInd already did that, and I'm wondering if that's a trend, then we could see some more positives for the others who are saddled with MFI loans. But a quick recap of our top stocks with positive news are IT stocks possibly, JSW Energy, Hero Moto, Deep Industries, Vodafone Idea, Nugent Software, Bikaji Foods, Utkarsh Small Finance Bank and IOL Chemicals, while Ola Electric is the only stock on our radar that's likely to open in the red.
And now it's over to Manisha for a complete roundup of all the action from the commodity market overnight. Manisha.
Well, thank you so much for that, Rima. I'll start with the crude oil prices, where we are looking at prices gaining. Well, the volumes are clearly thin, but the crude, even with the gains today, is headed for an annual decline. The markets have seen some support because the U.S. inventories have seen a decline by 4.2 million. Markets were anticipating a number of 200,000 perhaps. But then there are also expectations of oversupply. In 2025, the China demand continues weak, and the focus clearly shifts towards Trump taking office in the month of January there. Barring crude, most of the metals actually are looking at some recovery today as well. So copper prices, which fell 2% on Friday, are trading 0.5% on the higher side right now. Same is the case with gold, silver, aluminum, zinc, 0.25% to 0.5% of gains across this as well. The only thing that actually is trading weak is the iron ore prices. That one is trading at a 5-week close. We've seen prices decline below $100 a ton, and it's 29% down for 2024 as well. So clearly the ferrous metal is not getting anywhere.
Okay, take that point, Manisha. There's a slight dip in the dollar index, could be a bit of a positive for the metals as well. But of course, year-end short covering could also take over. Take a quick break on that note, and thereafter we are going to have our expert Prakash Diwan for the morning to take us through some of the fundamental moves, stock moves that we have spoken about, and what you should keep your eye on in terms of buys. Stay tuned, we are back in a jiffy.